Alright guys, welcome back to Jack on Tracks and another episode of The Back Shop. In previous episodes, we installed sound decoders in a set of Bachmann Plus F7As, and we wound up putting the Digitrax decoders in there originally because they were affordable. I liked them, and I could customize the sound. They were a disaster. The decoders, one decoder fried 4 times. I put that decoder in. When the decoder came back once, I put it in a newer engine that had a JST9 plug-in, and it ran for about 5 minutes and it fried. That unit had a regular Digitrax decoder in it. It never had a problem. It ran fine, and it's still running fine. These units have Digitrax decoders in them that are non-sound, so they're getting replaced with these Soundtraxx decoders non-sound. The F7b units, I ripped those out and I put Economis in them. These are cheap 20-year-old models. I'm not spending $100 on decoders for these. They actually sound phenomenal. So you don't have to go crazy with the sound decoders. They actually sound really good with scale sound speakers. These are just getting converted to these. The best part is that these are already JST9 plugs. Let's get into these. One of these is wired backwards, and I have to look. I don't remember which one. I think it's this one that's wired backwards. Alright, we're back. Never depend on one screwdriver. Always have a second screwdriver set. These aren't long enough to fit down here. This is actually a cheap set. I think I got these from Harbor Freight. And if I remember correctly, these are not magnetic. Now it's magnetic. Yeah, we're working on a K4 still. We put an ESU decoder in that, and I custom made a sound chamber. But the video got corrupted. I had a problem with, I don't know what it was, something, I had a setting wrong or something on the phone, and it recorded the video, a bunch of videos I shot in, yeah, these are, like I said, these are gonna be real simple to do. This is the one that's backwards, and I can tell you, I think this is the one that's backwards. I did not. Yeah. So, yeah, I got this one wired backwards. So what happens is it shorts out when it goes on the club and it goes over the layout, goes over a switch. It shorts out, so we're gonna have to adjust this. Where's that one shorted? All right, here we are in a predicament. All right, so that's that. This is gonna be the lead unit. And so I don't need this coupling. I don't need this trip pin. So that just makes life much easier with taking this apart and putting it together. Alright, this one is correct, that one is backwards. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to rewire that one. As you can see, Economi's in there, scale sound speakers. You can, I ordered these to fit in something else, and they wound up not fitting. It just didn't, they were just slightly off. But Scale Sounds makes a speaker that fits in this whole area right here, a whole square that fits in this whole area right there. And if you want to get crazy, you can take out these two in here and put a second one up front. There's plenty of room. But I didn't need them. If any of you guys have any of you guys have one of these units, you know the problem they have with this. The shells and these holes, for some reason, I don't know if it came from the factory, then they just screwed them in wrong, but the majorities that I have, the shells don't line up with the holes. The mounting holes don't line up right. Not looking to reinvent the wheel here, so we're gonna do this down and dirty-ish. All right, you ready for the big job? Here we go. So we got the trucks out. This is the way it's supposed to be. So basically, hypothetically, I'm showing you how to redo a decoder install. All right. Know that I try to use old chip quick stuff or other higher quality solder and flux. Well, you didn't want to do that. That's on the ground. Apparently there was a plug in there. Alright. Let's just start the day with a mess. I'm not gonna waste it. I'm so like right hand dominant, it's not even funny. Alright guys, now that we've got this wired correctly, now we can install this. Alright, what are you saying? Yeah, it's really simple. And I get these really nice. These are nice. They use some nice wire. So some of you know that if you carefully trim this back. All right, so here we go. JST9 plug. Right. So the pin out, is the same. There you go. That's the whole decoder swap. So I'm just going to get a piece of tape, get this pushed down, then we'll bring these upstairs, we'll bring these up and we'll test them. All right, let me just get the tape for that. This is a DH127, that's a DH127. I don't know what happened or why these decoders kept giving me issues, but they did. So we're just gonna do away with them. Plus, since I got Soundtraxx decoders in the other unit, it's just gonna be better for me to have Soundtraxx units in here, so I can get the speed match better. And that's really what I'm worried about, is getting these speed matched correctly. So basically, that's the whole installation on this. We're just swapping these out. There's no lights, there's no nothing. I'm gonna bring these upstairs. I'll bring you upstairs with me, and we'll put these on the test track and go from there. Kind of crazy, but these decoders have, I think, 4 functions, which I don't need. I don't need a function. It'd be nice if they made like a motor decoder. That's just a motor. I got detail kits for the Athearn, the handrails and stuff, and we're gonna come back with this kit at another time, and we're gonna put them in. We're gonna put them on. It's gonna be a little tricky because these shells fit so tight on these, but I think I have enough wiggle room where I can do it and get these connected, get handrails and have some detail on these. This is like one of my favorite paint schemes. It's funny because there's a stark contrast to the Pennsylvania, which is green. Green or red with stripes. These like really. Alright, so let's bring these upstairs and put them on test track. But guys, that was basically it. Like I said, I don't know what happened with Digitrax. I just had a lot of problems with their decoders. They, like I said, both these decoders went back to Soundtraxx to get fixed. Both the sound units got sent back to the Digitrax to get fixed. How do you have 4 separate units that smoke decoders? It just doesn't make sense to me. The other units have the Economis in them, and I ran them at 3 or 4 train shows with no problem. I ran them at the club, no problem. Okay, it's just something with these. I don't know if they just had a bad batch of decoders. I don't know. I'll try using these in something else, and if they blow up, they blow up, and then I'll just wash my hands of them. They're pretty much out of warranty by now. All right, so that's basically saved in there. Let's turn the power on. Give it a little bit of throttle. Gonna go forward. Gonna go backwards. Seems pretty good. Let me that's basically it. I mean, I really don't know what else to do with this thing. It's pretty much the way it's going to be. This is a B unit. It's going to be consistent with those 2 other A units and the other B unit. So it's going to be one big ass happy train. All right, guys. Thanks for watching Jack on Tracks. Like and subscribe. hit that notification button. And again, I do appreciate you guys watching and putting up with my nonsense and my shenanigans. And as always, I'll catch you later.